Guys and girls, it's Monday, live at 5. Excuse the state of me. It's been one of those straight out of bed, straight to the desk kind of days. I'm going to put this on mute. I've logged out of that. Let me log out of this. And this one's going to be some epic stuff. Close. Let me just make sure you can hear me. Let a few viewers come on. As you drop in, say hi. And so I can make sure I can hear you. I'm going to share my screen. We're going to go to some seriously deep stuff today because it's just well good. Hold tight. Yes. Guys and girls. Here we go. Turn that on silent. Right. Look at the state of him. It's been one of those days. Monday, as you all know, if you've got your copy, your power planner, Monday is just all about client contact, weekend feedback, offers. I've been getting ready for that big bad boy that I'm launching in a couple of weeks. So it's been, still got me flip-flops on. People coming in. Firstly, I just want to say a massive welcome to everyone, to those that have joined the Power Agent full resource blueprint last week. Get stuck in, set some time in your calendar over the next few months to kind of chunk it down. There's a load of stuff in there. And these lives, I want to try and pull stuff out because I've seen the results that it has, not only in Power Bespoke, but for other agents that are implementing, I guess I call it like the Power Agent way. And honestly, it's become a bit more than just me these days. Like there's other agents all over the country implementing the strategies and killing it. We had old Story. Who's that? Perry the haircut buddy. Now I can't see who this is, so own up. Who is it? So I'm going to jump in. Massive welcome to those that have jumped in, gone deep, committed. I guarantee you that your fees will be much higher soon. You'll be getting more listings in more living rooms with just some clever strategy. What I've realised. What was I thinking the other day? I was thinking, estate agency ain't that hard, is it? I know I bang on about it. It's about technical ability. You don't get like a surgeon that just one day becomes one of the best surgeons in the world. He kind of commits to technical excellence. So anyway, let's jump on. We've got a few viewers on. Let's go. I'm going to share my screen, and when I share this, I can't actually see the comments. So I just hope this works. Add to stream. Boom. Now, before I quickly, I've got to check this again because I know if I don't, and I'm going to be waffling on, and if you can't see my screen, because I can't see your comments, come on. There's a right lag. But yes, but we're talking KCPIs. So everyone loves key performance indicators, but what I've kind of realized when I come out of corporate estate agency and whatever else is that most homeowners don't really give a crap about your internal KPIs. So we created our key client performance indicators because clients only care about one thing, and that's themselves and their outcome and how you're going to help them achieve it. So I'm going to rattle through a little bit because I don't want to be here all night, and I've just gone into my kitchen and there's an amazing spag bowl on the table. Shout out to wifey. But KCPIs are all about knowing your numbers. And if you've seen the backstory, back in 2017, when we weren't doing too well and Royston really helped us, it was really understanding the numbers that we weren't really tracking, more from a performance internal perspective, but also from a slapping it on the dining room table when you're talking it through with a client. They need to know this stuff as much as you need to know it internally as well. And market share isn't one of them. We've never had market share in an area, and we never will, because that's not our business model or target to have 10% market share in a town. So let me rattle through this and check this out. So what are they? And now, before I jump into this, right, there is inside the Power Agent, if you want to go deep and really commit to this kind of stuff, then there is, if I go down to the fees section, there's a bit more on it in here. So I'm going to go high level because you haven't got all night. But if you want to jump in, this is the Power Agent if you haven't seen inside it, and there's loads of stuff in there to help you grow and become a better agent. So what are they? I've kind of not broken it down to 10 main KCPIs. Number one, average percentage of marketing price achieved. Pretty important one when you can show that to a seller. Average percentage of original marketing price achieved. So that's more of an internal metric, but you also want to show that to potential clients if it's good, and hopefully if you are a good agent, it will be good, because you can then frame it to them. Look, anyone can come in here and tell you your house is worth 15% more than it's worth, but make sure when you're choosing an agent, remember, if you're part of the Power Agent, you'll know that it's a selling advice meeting. It's not a valuation. So you're really, the whole point of your structure of your appraisal is to just give loads of advice, and they'll be like, well, can you just do it for me? I'll rattle through. Average days on market to sale agreed. Really important in my opinion. Average number of viewings per sale. That's going to give you a viewing to sale ratio. Quality over quantity. Where this works incredible is when you're prospecting something and they're like, oh, I've had 42 viewings and I'm still on the market. And you're like, sorry, how many? 42. Wow, that's a lot. Looking at our figures from our last 20 sales agreed, we're averaging 16 viewings or 13 viewings or 10 viewings. Average days on market are at 40 days, whatever it might be. So maybe it might be a case that your current agent's getting the wrong buyers round. So how about I pop round and give you my advice? So you can lead people, right? You've got to remember, you've got to control them. They want controlling. One of the things Royston taught me, which is mind-boggling, is people are begging to be led. And if you understand that, it changes how you deal with people. Where are we? Number of offers per sale, so important. Again, if you're in the Power Agent, you'll know that we're all about producing options for our clients, which means that it's your job to get the best offer, not the first offer. So when you launch a house to market or you take instructions from a client, you should be saying to them, look, John, my aim ain't to get you an offer. It's to get you multiple offers, 2, 3, 4 offers. They'll probably be at varying prices, but we can choose the one that's right for your situation. But I can't see any comments, guys, by the way, so I'll flick into them in a minute. As we're going through, put yes or no if you're tracking these kind of things. And if you're not, don't worry, because I'm going to send you guys a template that you can use. But if you are, massive thumbs up. And I would hope that anyone that's watching this is already in the Power Agent. If you say no, I'm going to slap you. So remember, average number of offers per sale. This is a big one. This is a big one. So if you subscribe to our way of doing things, you'll know that the percentage increase from initial offer to sale agreed should be tracked, and that should be used a hell of a lot when you're giving clients advice. And how these all work is I'll go through in a minute, but it's just so important, because someone rings up, hi Perry, yeah, really good to meet you on Saturday. I'm just really sorry, but we're going to go with Joe Blogs Estate Agents because they've quoted a lower fee. Here's my default standard always reply. John, totally understand. I don't agree with your decision, but I totally respect it. But John, do me one quick favor. Just find out, or did they share with you what their initial, what their average increased offer to sale agreed is as a percentage? And John will go, what do you mean? And you'll say, well, look, I totally get the cheaper out there, but sometimes cheaper can cost you more money than what it should. So if they know that they're achieving 1%, 2%, 3%, what you're employing, John, you might not realize this, but you're not employing someone to get your house on Rightmove. You're employing their ability and their skill to get you moved. And a big part of that is to give you as much money in your pocket as possible. So it's important that you track how good of a negotiator they are. That's the one thing that you're employing, is their negotiation ability. I'll go quite deep on this because that's why all of our agents have been through the advanced negotiation certification. A lot of the Power Agent members have as well. It's the one thing that you got in your back pocket that you should be better than everyone else at. We can all take pictures of properties, can't we? We can all stick them on Rightmove. But an agent's ability to negotiate could be 2-3% difference on a client's money in their pocket. On the sale price, we haven't got to the onward purchase yet, but we're going to do that now. Average days to exchange, important one. Sale agreed to exchange success rate, important one. Gives you a fall through rate. National average is what, 30-35%. So if you're tracking better than that, then good on you. Average days to negotiate, this is a good one as well. When we started tracking this, I was mentally surprised because I think the world right now, consumers in our industry, like homeowners, home movers, I think they just think that an offer comes in and it negotiates itself and it qualifies itself and it checks its own chain, and they just think it happens. But when you actually slow them down and say, look, John, I just want to give you some advice around this, because look, at the minute, our average time to negotiate, so that's from first offer to offer accepted, it's not a day or two. Buyers aren't like quick fire increased offers. There needs to be a real structure and plan around getting the best outcome and the best sale price for you. So our average time from initial offer to offer agreed is 17 days or 12 days or 9 days, whatever your figures are. And you'll say, John, and the importance of this is we won't accept the first offer. We rarely accept the second offer. We're very much a case of pushing as far as we can for you and reverting back if we have to. But that's all explained in our negotiation strategy, which I'll send across to you now. Make sure you check your cheaper agent's negotiation strategy. It's all advice, right? So you're giving advice, and actually he's thinking, hang on, didn't really consider that one. That's important. And then the big bad boy. Average percentage saved on clients' onward purchase. So that's epic, right? So across our company, because we've implemented the onward negotiation service, we're saving an average 6% off the asking price. And that's pretty mad. So if someone's looking at $1 million, we're saving them what, 60 grand? I'm no good at quick maths. So you're thinking, that's all great, Pezza. Let me take my screen share off quick, just to see anyone on. Cool, we've got loads of viewers. Right, I'll keep it moving forward. Any questions? Hey, John Paul's on. Hey, John Paul, how you doing? Dave's on. How you doing, Dave? Mel, you little legend. Mel just wrapped up an epic £1.5 million sale. Rob Emery's on. Got a few on tonight. Love that. Haven't been tracking that one. Not sure who said that, but that's really great. I'll see who said it at the end when I come out of this stream. So I'm going to take a drink because I've got dry mouth. So you're probably thinking exactly what I thought in 2017, 2018. There's no such estate agency software that actually tracks this kind of stuff. Of course there ain't, because all they're interested in is negs, listers, market share, all that stuff. So you need to track it yourself. There's no shortcut to it. And there's two ways of doing it. So let me rewind to 2017, 2018. We needed this data when I was being coached and mentored by Royston. He was like, look, we can't make decisions if you haven't got the data. You've got to go and get the data so we can make decisions. So I was like, okay, cool. The CRM that I was using at the time wasn't good enough for that. And I weren't ready to jump ship like I have now and start using Salesforce. So two things up until the point. Let me share my screen again. Boom shaka. Right. So basically, just whack it in an Excel sheet. There's something really, really powerful about your team keying in their figures for their own benefit, and it will feed into your company dashboard. Now, yeah, you just do an Excel sheet, listed date, sale agreed date, days on market. That gives us an average days on market of 41, average number of viewings 14, average number of offers 3. This was across the last 20 deals that we've agreed. Average spent in marketing price 101. I love this one. Average percentage from initial offer to sale agreed 2.33%. So just have a Excel sheet if you have to, because then what you do when we started doing this, you print that off and you put it in your appraisal presenter and you're just flicking through it. real raw data. I think there's a lot to be said for rawness at the minute. So nice raw advice videos as opposed to polished professional ones. Raw data. Look, I've just printed this off today. As you can see, our last 2 sales agreed. We've been achieving X amount in so many days with this many offers, and we've managed to negotiate buyers up by 5%. It's that kind of stuff they're paying a premium for, guys. You ain't going to get this if you're just offering $9.95 and you'll get a free Rightmove premium listing, right? It just doesn't work. You've got to be better than everyone else. So we had these Google Sheets. That was phase 1. And drop a comment below and I'll send you a template. Drop a comment below if you would like a template for your team to track it. Then there was phase 2. It was like, when Royce started coaching me, he told me a story of, I think it was, he'll kill me because I'm not remembering, but it was the England rugby team. And it was something like what the England rugby team coach could have done. They all got strapped up with these high-tech things, right? These body monitors that fed to technology. And they were running around the pitch, and the coach could have said, look, you're going too slow. It's taking you this long to run a quarter mile or whatever. But he didn't. He gave them all a laptop and said, go and crunch your data. And there's something powerful in that. Ownership, knowing your numbers. And that is why the Excel sheet worked really well. Yeah, Dave, cool. I will... Yeah, whack all the comments in for the templates, and I promise you I'll get it over to you. It's just might not be tonight because my spag bowl is calling my name. So I'm going to rattle on. So, owning your numbers, it's literally half an hour on a Monday morning. The first thing you do with a cup of coffee when you turn your computer on, whether you're a 5 a.m. club person, unlike me, or a 10 a.m. starting kind of person, a bit like me, the first thing that you do is update your figures. That'd be for the week ahead. So you print it off or screen grab it or put it on your digital copy so you can show it on your appraisals. But look, fresh off my data sheet this morning, this is what we're doing. Wicked, yeah, keep the comments coming about template and I'll send it. So that worked for us to a certain size, I guess. And then what we've done is, let me show you this bad boy. We had, let me log out. We had a standalone piece of software built by the incredible software guys that we've been using. And it was pretty much everything I'd built in a Google Sheet document, but it became very onerous because when you want to change stuff, because each team member has a Google Sheet and then you have a company-wide one, it automatically runs an update that pulls data from the individual ones and updates the company one, and it just became a bit of a spaghetti mess. And because we hadn't moved to Salesforce at that point, but I knew I needed better data or better way to track data, we had this built. So you can have the template by all means, or you can run a free trial on this. This is epic, right? It's pretty much everything that I've just spoken about, only it does all the hard work for you, but you've still got the added benefit of team ownership, personal accountability, knowing your numbers and that kind of stuff. Here's how it works, right? You set up an account, you log in. It's really cool. Forget this for a minute. This is where you would look. You would just add a new appraisal. I won't do the full overview. But again, if you want me to send you a link to this, it's very inexpensive, but it's really good. You add all your team into it. You go into dashboard, and this shows you, select all users. Because we've been using Salesforce since January, it's actually not up to date, but it gives you a good overview of where it was when we left it. And it gives it all for you. So appraisals, average appraisal price, average fee in percentage, average fee in pounds, average advised price, self-generated. Something important that all agents should be tracking their self-gen business versus their brand or recommendation, because I think the hustle, you can never lose the hustle. Gives you a breakdown of what you're winning, what you're losing, what's not come on the market. So that's instruction, and then instructions, it's got a tab for that, where they are as a status, average fee, lag days. That's a really good one. If you're appraising something and it's taking 30 days to come to market, you've probably got a follow-up issue. You need to fix that. This one's really good as well. Average fee, other agent before. This really hones your advice and your marketing messages as well. So at this point, probably back in the last year, 30% of our clients were coming to us having not been successful with another agent. So you can use that in your advice and your marketing messages. Conversion rate, lag days, 35% were signing for our Power Next Onward negotiation service. Sale agreed. Back then it was, where are we? 8 viewings on average, 2 offers per sale, 64 days on market, 27 days to agree. It's quite long, isn't it? So that's from initial offer to sale agreed. Average amount negged up, 12,000 quid pretty much, 2.15%. So these are really important things, I think. Remove that. These are really important numbers that you should be educating yourself from an internal perspective. How good is your team doing? Is there a leaderboard? Who's got a lag from appraisal to instruction of 5 days, and who's got a 30-day? And then you can have those 2 people talking and let the 5-day person help the 30-day person, or the team, right? So that's really important. So you've got to know what I call your KCPIs, and it ties in with your internal business metrics. You know, if you do still have a market share metric, I'm not the biggest fan of it, but I know there's still some traditional models that are on the high street, and if I had a high street office, I think I would probably want to keep up the top there, but you can add it in. I just think the market share as KPI breeds poor estate agency. It breeds overvaluation, undercutting on fees. But that's a whole nother discussion that we could have one day. That was it, KCPIs. If you wanted to have a little demo, let me quickly show you. We've got a couple more minutes. Viewers are still high. So if you wanted to have a little demo of Agents Dash, just go onto it, agentsdash.com. We had this built. We've got a few users using it. But I think more people should use it, hence why I wanted to cover it on this live, because it will be really helpful. Remember, this was a stepping stone for us. So we had a CRM system that wasn't very customizable. We done Google Sheets, which got a bit of a ball ache. And then we had this built for our agents. And now any agent can use it. It's really, really helpful. But now we use Salesforce, which does a lot of the legwork for us, because it's the most amazing, incredible piece of platform software ever. But do set up a free trial, have a read through the content. It's even got, I forgot about it. It's got AI built into it. I forgot this, where it actually kind of forecasts forward numbers based on historic numbers. So it's really good. Have a look at it. But I'll send you the Google template anyway if you put a comment in, or just I'll send you a link to this, or just go to agentsdash.com and start a free trial. I think that's it. 23 minutes. Hope that was helpful for everyone. That's high level. If anyone wants to talk to Rob about joining the Power Agent, we've been onboarded some epic agents that are going to take over their areas, I'm pretty sure. Let me know. Drop a comment below. Rob will reach out, jump on a call, see if it's suitable for you. Depends where you are in your kind of journey as an agent. And that's it. If no more comments coming in, loads for the template. So I will get around to that. Might need Rob's help on that one, but that's really good. And I will see everyone soon. Next Monday, I'm going to be talking over exactly what we've been doing. You notice that I put a post in. It ties in with this because the listing I've just took on at 1.4 million off another agent, 20 grand plus fee with a performance fee. I used a lot of this data to educate, not convince, never use that word convince, to educate her as to where she's been going wrong and where I can help and get her moved. So have a really good evening. I'm going to eat spag bowl. Probably should shower at some point today. And I will see you all soon. Take care.